In a world, 4 friends, 1 mission, to bring freedom to everyone involved.
Dude, what the fuck are you doing?
I'm doing a thing for the podcast.
Dude, just say the name.
Fine. It's the Freedom Friends Podcast.
Fuck boys.
Fuck boys. Merry Christmas.
It's not anymore.
Oh, yeah, that was yesterday.
Yeah.
Happy Boxing Day?
Yeah, but we've had Merry Christmas, so how about a Pippin Christmas?
Yeah. I like that one.
Because Boxing Day is today, right?
I don't care.
Sorry, I'm not Canadian.
Yeah, I don't know. It's
I still
stupid. It's a stupid holiday.
I still don't care what America's hat does.
It would be more. It would make more sense if, like, today, every single Canadian went in the streets and beat the shit out of each other.
Dude, you know what? Fuck, have it like a purge, but it's like
That's
Boxing Day.
like, and
Just
the
fisticuffs.
Christmas, everybody gifts new boxing gloves, and then the next day, everyone just goes out in the snow and beats the fuck out of each other, and then they go about their day for the
Nope.
rest of the year.
It's shorts.
Shorts and boxing gloves,
No gloves.
just shorts.
Just a pair of shorts, and everybody does the...
Yeah. and when you're done, you have to go bully.
Right. And you go out, and you participate. Dukin. And everybody gets 3 swings, and they just go,
I choose you.
bully. And then they just go back inside.
Yeah.
That'd be so much better than whatever the fuck they do now.
I don't even know what the fuck Boxing Day is.
No,
I know my phone wants to tell me that it's Boxing Day in Canada. And I'm like,
How do you think I knew about it?
I'm like, I don't care. Like,
It's also Kwanzaa today.
It is.
I don't know what that one is either. I'm not gonna lie. I know that sounds culturally insensitive as fuck. I don't know what it is.
Well, I think it was made up in like the 90s.
I don't know what it is. Everything I know about Kwanzaa, I learned on Futurama. And even on that show, that's supposed to be the
Yeah.
far future. And even Kwanzaa bot was like, nobody knows what it is. Sorry, but I don't. Like, your PR campaign sucks.
Yeah. I believe it. Well, John's looking it up. I can tell by the look in his face.
For Kwanzaa,
Yeah.
Kwanzaa is an annual celebration of African American culture from December 26th to January 1st, culminating in a communal feast called Karamu. I probably just butchered
Okay,
that.
I'm not going to lie. This sounds
What
made
year
up.
did it start?
That's what I'm trying to find right now.
Boxing Day is traditionally a holiday where servants on which holiday for servants on which they receive a special Christmas box from their masters.
Master has given Dobby a sauce.
So that is question. All of you peasants had to watch us celebrate yesterday.
Yeah.
You can't be part of that.
Well, fuck you, Canada, again, dude.
Yeah.
Jesus.
But today, I've gotten you...
What a shitty holiday. I did not know that.
Here you go, Jeeves. I got
Kwanzaa
you a
is
new duster.
Kwanzaa was created in 1966.
I was going to say, it's old enough that where my dad was like, I don't think that's true. So, like,
Okay. So it's just a...
Kwanzaa was founded in 1966, a year after the historic rebellion rocked the Watts neighborhood of Los Angeles.
So they were like, so you can have 5 days to celebrate after we do the main holiday?
After
Like,
we do the riot.
so here's a second place holiday? Like, I don't...
I don't know.
they called it a rebellion. Pretty sure that was a riot.
Well, that was that article. The next
Watts
article
riots.
calls it the Watts riots.
Yeah, they're famously known as the Watts riots, man.
Just a little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've actually never met anybody that celebrates Kwanzaa.
Nor I. I think I've met people who like celebrated ironically. Like,
Happy Merry Christmas Hanukkah.
well, like I have like buddies of mine be like, "Hey, dog, you got duty the day after." Fuck you, dog's Kwanzaa, shit like that. Like, but
Sure.
I don't know.
We'll go with that. Why not?
I don't know. It's part of that white privilege that we apparently have.
No, it's not. It's not anything other than like you celebrate whatever they want. I don't know what it is. That's the most information I've ever received on it.
Me
Yeah,
too.
I'm not exactly sure the like I didn't know about the feast and all that stuff. I thought it was just one day. I didn't know it was like 7 days or whatever.
Yeah, today's the first.
Huh.
Oh, so it's the 26th.
How many more days of Hanukkah you got? 1?
Oh, I don't fucking know.
I sent you some funny Hanukkah videos.
I know. I've been getting a million funny Hanukkah videos.
So I learned something on one of them though.
if you can light a cigar,
Yeah.
you can.
I didn't know that you had
But
to.
you can only use a certain candle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
Wait, I can light a cigar off a menorah?
Yeah. Only if you use the certain candle.
It's the one in the center. It's usually offset a little bit or a
It's-
little higher.
because
That's the one you can use.
it's made for utility, so it's not, it doesn't,
Because that's the one you're
count
supposed
as
to pick
one
up to light the other ones as the days go on.
correct.
or
And
whatever,
on
right?
that one, you could use it to light cigars or use it to for
I am curious
whatever.
why it's not just maintaining an oil lamp, though.
Yeah.
Because
What-
wasn't that like the whole miracle? Was
So-
that the oil was only supposed to last for like a night and it lasts for 8 nights, and that's why Hanukkah's 8 days long?
Sure.
Isn't that like the actual story behind the menorah?
Yeah.
Is that it's supposed to represent the 8 days that oil lamp lasted instead of the one night or whatever?
This is obviously before anybody had ever seen a Bic lighter.
One of the cool things I learned about going on a rabbit hole of the videos a guy made about the menorah
Yeah.
was one of the reasons why all the candles are on the same plane, the same level, is because if they were offset and you put it in a window and somebody walking by saw it, they could easily count what day it is. But if it's offset or wrong, they might miscount what day of Hanukkah it is. And I was like, wait, I have so many questions about this.
So you just put it at an
Because,
angle
like-
and just fuck somebody up? Just,
No. Who the fuck walks down the street peeking in their neighbor's fucking windows to try to figure out what day of Hanukkah it is?
You're not supposed to do that?
But you know what I mean? Like,
That is pretty weird.
but then if it is, say one of the candles blew
That
up
sounds made up. Where'd you get that information?
from a rabbi.
I think he was fucking with you.
I
There's
don't
no way
think
to
so.
like, you got to have it at the proper angle. It's like, no.
Huh.
Yeah.
No clue, man.
I just thought it was funny because it's like, oh, let me go check
I saw one
Steve's
that-
house down the street to figure out what day of Hanukkah it is.
How many candles we gonna light? Which one are we lighting tonight? You gonna light that one? I don't know. Check the goldsmiths next door. I gotta
Mr.
talk to him.
Horowitz, I need you to open your blinds. What are we, day 5? All right, fuck, appreciate you.
Thank you. Those are nice. What are those, velvet? Those look like they're velvet curtains over there. Oh, what
Best
the
one I saw
fuck?
was this dude comes in and gives his girlfriend a Hanukkah gift, and it says, "To my dreidel," and she goes, "Why the fuck does it say?" And she's like, "Because you're a little Jewish top." I was like,
My little Jewish spinner.
"It was my little
That's
Jewish
funny.
top." I was like, "Holy shit!" That was creative.
Yeah, yeah. Speaking of which, how was the Christmas the Yuletide party, buddy? Your annual Christmas bash.
It was good. I thought the food turned out great.
Yeah.
It did.
Mhm.
So
What'd you guys have?
Stuffed pork loin.
Pork loin.
Yeah.
loin. Yeah, stuffed pork loin and sides and like a mile of charcuterie.
Nice.
Yeah.
that was cleverly referred to as the grazing table.
Mhm.
Like it was a 4 foot by 6 foot table that was just
Filled.
filled with foods.
Charcuterie.
Mhm.
It was that and a lot of booze and cigars and good
Yeah.
company, and then everybody went home.
Yeah. Nice. Nice.
And then,
I didn't put pants on. It was wonderful. Just
yeah.
kind of sat around the whole time, not putting pants on.
I had pants on.
I had pants on for the most of the part.
Yeah. Fucking I.
Yeah.
Look at cool guy wearing sunglasses indoors.
He's walking with a limp too.
That's what cool
Yeah.
guys do. They walk with limps, and the sun never goes down in Cool Guy Land. Everybody knows that.
I also happen to know for a fact that man does not look like explosions.
There's no way he looks at
He
explosions.
just walks away from them.
Fuck
It's
that,
like- just-
that's the number one trait of Cool Guy.
yeah.
Yeah, that was the best song. Cool guys don't look at explosions.
Also, I've seen it happen. When he walks away from one, somehow just he moves in slow motion.
Yes, everybody else is like, well, "How are you doing that?"
Yeah. Just like, and not like the goofy, like, no. Like,
No,
it
it's
just
boom,
kicks in and it's just like,
boom,
holy shit.
boom.
The hair blows in the wind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all majestic and shit.
That must be
crazy.
nice.
Oh.
So, anyways, this is brought to you by warfightertobacco.com. Use that code FTFO. They'll score you that sweet 15% off for all these smoky treats. Go to wellness.us for all your CBD treats and needs. Use that code FreedomFriends25. That gets you a quarter off your order. And of course, Icy Tech coolers. Go to ictech.com. Use that code FreedomFriends10. That gets you 10% off. Back to our stupid bullshit.
Yeah. I mean, like, you're the only one I didn't like hang out with all day yesterday. So
Yeah, no, right?
How was yours? Because I was with these gentlemen. So
Mine was okay. Yeah, I smoked my first. Well, so Saturday I smoked pork belly burnettes for the first time,
Nice.
which turned out phenomenal.
Yeah.
Shout
Did
out
you
to
do
you.
the honey?
Shout out to you.
Or
No,
the
no.
maple
I
syrup?
did the maple
Yeah,
syrup.
fuck yeah.
I had a little bit of Vermont's finest in
Goddamn
the
right.
cabinet, so
So good.
did some maple syrup, and then the other one was on Saturday I smoked my prime rib, which turned out fucking phenomenal as well. A little scared. I was telling you about it earlier
Yeah.
because my stupid ass forgot to pull it out of the fucking freezer in time, so I was worried that it wasn't going to thaw out. But crisis averted. It turned out great. So yeah,
my
Awesome.
proudest moment was that I actually did not cross contaminate his pork loin, so I didn't kill the day.
Yeah. Dave's still here today.
Yes.
good.
All the other ones had mushrooms.
Oh. Like, how allergic to shrooms are you?
They do not treat me well. We're gonna leave it at that.
That's usually what an allergy is, man. Like, it's usually there's a problem
Yeah.
with something.
Yeah, there's a problem.
Like, will it kill you or does it just fuck you up, make you sick?
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, so far they just fucked him up, made him sick.
Well, it's like people who are lactose intolerant, right? Like, they still eat fucking ice cream sometimes. They fight through it. It sucks.
I don't think this is like, I got an upset tummy. I think it's like
That's what I'm asking.
I think like the dosage levels that were probably in the rest of the loin probably would have been like, well, our Christmas was fun. There was an ambulance. And like, I think it was probably been that kind of situation. So we didn't risk it. And we made a pork loin that it was everything else. It just, we just didn't have the mushroom. And then I made him go through the line first to make sure that he got enough of it
Mhm.
before anybody else could. I was also worried that somebody was going to like start like moving like tongs or knives from like one loin to the other. And then we were going to end up with this like product push. And I didn't want that to happen either. So
Yeah. No, I
didn't really want to kill my friend on a holiday.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's usually a bad
I
look.
do appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Yeah. If it had just been like a Wednesday,
Yeah.
but just,
We'd just been rolling the fucking dice, whatever. You know.
yeah. But on a holiday,
Yeah.
Like, I don't personally like mushrooms that well. Like, I mean, I can eat them in some things or on some things or whatever. Like, a good sauteed mushroom on a steak, mushrooms on a steak, roger that, right? Those fucking great. But like,
well, these were like,
I love mushrooms.
they were pre-chopped and then put in my convection oven and dehydrated into a crumble and then added in with 3 types of cheeses and then rolled in a pork loin. It wasn't like this like big saucy like
I would eat the fuck out of that.
yeah, it was not like a
You had
like,
me at cheeses.
yeah, it wasn't like a mushroom sauce or whatever. It was part
Right.
of what was in the roll. So
Well, it's like you and I talked about. It's like a Wellington.
same kind of ingredient list. It's just one was one was
Are you fucking with Justin?
Yes.
but yeah, it tasted good.
Yeah.
So
Sweet.
Yeah, there were no complaints. At one point, Jazz even was like, "Well, everybody's eating and nobody's talking, so obviously it's good."
yeah, the
It's a
whole
good sign, man.
yeah, I had like 15 people there and the whole house was silent, and I was like, all right, then it must be all right. And then my mom came to town. She made these rolls that were fucking
They're so good.
Bomb.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Whoa. They were totally from scratch. Like, yeah, they were pretty banger.
Well, her fucking cafe is delicious, man.
Man, she's crushing it too. She
I told you about when I went down there.
Yeah.
Like, dude, like she fucking hooked us up. And of course she's your mom. So she's like, oh, try this. Hey, try this.
Yeah.
Hey, try this. So like
Takes
I ended
care
up
of my
walking
friends.
out with like 5 different fucking meals probably that I'd eaten. Like I was fucking, they almost had to roll my ass out that place. Like it was awesome. She made like a little sampler of fucking all the desserts and shit. Like, and it was pretty good.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing, her key lime pie is on the fucking level, my man. That is fucking legit.
I literally drive down there just for the club sandwich.
It's a fucking great sandwich. I went there. It was she had like the tomato, her form of tomato bisque. Like
Oh, the tomato basil.
Yeah.
That's good.
it's fucking awesome. And I got one of the grilled cheese, one of the fancy grilled cheeses.
Mhm.
and just fucking. I was like, yep.
Man,
I'm
they
a
literally
happy man.
make their soups every morning and stuff like that. There's a lot of effort that goes into that kitchen.
Yeah, she got good kids that work for her too. Very polite.
Yeah, she runs a pretty tight ship.
That's true. I was there when she was putting up her Christmas tree. And she's just barking orders at everybody fucking for the tree and everything. She had like the plane that flies around it and all fucking crazy shit. It was
She
pretty
got
cool.
me one.
One of the planes.
It almost hit me in the head when I walked
It's fucking
in.
dope, dude. That's cool as shit.
I walk in, I stop, and it came around like left field. And I'm like, whoa.
Well, you're of that height.
Yeah, it was fucking.
You're like,
Well, the problem is that like where that tree in the front usually sits, it's close enough to the wall. It's not really in the way.
Yeah.
Well, for it to be close enough to the wall and have that thing fly, it was going to hit the wall. So I had to like pull the tree out a little bit to like let it go all the way around.
yeah.
And because it's a Santa sleigh with like a big ribbon behind it that says Merry Christmas and it spins all the way around the tree.
Yeah.
But the damn between the sleigh and the ribbon, it's like 18 inches. Like, so it's like,
You're holding your. It's
a-
like 28 inches of
Yeah,
spread there.
it's
Oh,
like-
that's 18.
yeah, it's 18 inches.
This is solid.
Well, because this is that's 6 inches.
This is
So,
6.
dude,
Yeah. So
Checks
18's
out.
like that, right?
Bro, if that's 6 inches, I got a 12-inch dick.
I'm still only got a 3-inch dick. It's a hog.
It's fucking guy. It's walking around with a hammer.
It's a hog.
It's
God.
it's a
Where's your Christmas gift?
Freeman's Christmas gift.
oh, in my desk.
It's amazing. You guys will notice that the three of us are drinking out of some very, very festive cups today. Courtesy of our good buddy Chris Freeman. Gave us a little Christmas gift.
Well, he's a buddy. I don't know about the good part.
He gave you festival dicks, man.
He did give me. They're cookies too, which is
Yeah.
phenomenal.
It's festive dick cookie Christmas cups.
Would those be cockies?
You know
Dickies? Dickies or cockies or
what? I'm gonna go with Cockmas cookies.
cockmas? Merry cockmas. Huh.
Yeah, they're
Oh, he did get us little balls to go with it too.
Yeah,
2 of them.
true.
Nah, those are big balls.
He also.
You should probably see.
I'm sure they were in yours too, but there's
also.
also a bottle of bullet in there too, which
Yeah.
I'm not complaining about.
No,
not at all.
not mad at that whatsoever.
Yes.
Shit, no. Big fan of Bullet Bourbon. Shit. And then Justin gave me this. This is a bobblehead.
Bobbleheads.
There's a sock on it.
There is
because,
bobbleheads.
You know,
I think that was the best meme I saw of this year.
it's fucking great. By the way,
It was
It's
it was that
hilarious.
meme, but he was in a full like
Jeans and a t-shirt.
Jeans
well, he was in like a full like sweatsuit and it was like, this is how cold it is. And I was like,
Yeah.
it's pretty fucking good.
Was
yeah,
it-
I told Justin no Christmas gifts this year. We weren't doing Christmas gifts at all.
Yeah.
So he shows up with a gift that was wrapped in Christmas paper and a ribbon and everything. I was like, it's not a Christmas gift. It's a thank you gift for shooting my engagement photos. I was like, you fucker. Can't loophole this shit. So I opened it and it's a fucking Lego set from the Obi-Wan Kenobi show where he's fighting Darth Vader. Like I was like, all right, this is actually pretty dope. So now it gets to go with my other. I actually have the other fight scene between Anakin and Obi-Wan from the movie, and now I have the second fight scene.
Is it like the poof part? Where it's like he just drops her.
No,
You
that's
only have to build one.
that's from the
figurine.
third fight. So the second fight from the
You
Obi-Wan
only
show.
have to build half a
Oh,
figure.
you're talking
for
about
that.
the I hate you fight.
No, I have that fight.
Yeah.
He got me the one from the Obi-Wan Kenobi show,
From the show.
where he's fully Darth Vader and he drags him through all that
Yep.
fucking coal and shit and burns up Obi-Wan. He got me that fight. So then if they ever make a fight scene where it's the one on the Death Star, then I can have like all three of their fights because Obi's my boy.
Fucking I.
Sorry, I accidentally flicked my pussy.
You over there flicking beans.
We've had those things on there for like
slapping clothes.
10 episodes now, and I'm just waiting for someone to make that
I
joke.
accidentally flicked my pussy. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Just flicking beans. Yours is you got like a non-binary mic stand over there. You got balls and vagina. Those are dingle dangles.
Cold out.
Yeah. Just fucking
You saying they'd hang lower or what?
No, that's what they sound like.
clunk, 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 clunk.
Boys, I'm starting to see a similarity with all the gifts and accessories for the show.
Oh, have you noticed that
I'm
with
starting-
the banana and
Yeah,
the some
we're-
balls
we're
and
just now
balls and
noticing that
pussies
it's just a
and
lot
dicks
of
everywhere.
dicks.
I'm starting to pick up a little something going
Yeah.
on here. Yeah.
Yeah, we've picked that up for a while. It's been an ongoing conundrum with this show.
Yep, gayest straight show on the internet.
Gotta be, right?
It's like when you have to win that award.
right? Like, fuck.
That's why we haven't been canceled, because they're all just like, these boys just feel things they're not willing to admit yet.
Right.
Like, that's just
John, pick up your cigar.
I was having the bidet debate with somebody recently.
the
And-
bidet.
The bidet, yeah. I was having, and they were like, well, you got a bidet? And I'm like, yeah, on like 2 of my 3 toilets in my house, I have a bidet. They're fucking awesome.
But he won't start in the shower.
Well, here's the thing. And he's like, that's gay. I was like, that's not gay. And I was like, bro, and if water spray in your butthole is like your defining factor, I have bad news for you and your dad.
It also makes
That's
makes me
the
want to go
fucking-
like, do you not wash your ass?
right?
Like, is that like, is it,
like, what the fuck, dirty butt? Like,
you just hoping that that's like, oh, it's self cleansing. That's not how that works.
no.
Well, I mean, toilet paper is just a finger condom while you scoop shit out of your ass. So
Well, like, yeah, but I still wash my ass.
Yeah. That was another liver thing that Liver King did. Remember, he was like, "Yeah, I just
don't
shit."
remember.
He just said that there was a thing about where he just shits, and he's like, "I don't use toilet paper because when you eat properly the way you were supposed to,
Yeah, it
the
just
way
slides right
it
out.
just comes right out, and it's fucking clean and all this." And everybody was like, "Wait, what?" Like that was when I first was like, "Yeah, fuck this guy."
That was the line for you?
yeah. That's. I think that's when I noticed him.
I think we need to discuss your standards, sir.
Yeah, right.
Because if it was like, you know what, I was all right with this dude till he said he doesn't wipe his ass. And then it was like, fucking, I was like, really? The rest of what was going on there was
I saw a meme about him though. That was
seems
pretty
normal.
fucking funny. It was like you got to give it up to the guy because he literally talked like an entire huge group of people into like eating like bull testicles raw and shit. Like, just like snacking on sheep penis and shit like that. And it's like
sounds to me like this dude gobbled a lot of cock and balls.
on camera in front of people.
it makes you poop better.
Clearly,
Ah.
that's like,
Jesus,
That's my bad.
that's intense.
Did you pay for the upgraded vibrating package, dude? Holy fuck!
That's why I only keep it in my front pocket.
They're in the middle pocket.
Do you remember the pager commercial?
The pager commercial.
Okay, Justin, back in the 90s, we had these things called pagers. All right?
Or if you're from
Yeah.
the East Coast, they're called beepers.
Beepers.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, the fucking Miley Cyrus meme I sent you. Was it Miley Cyrus? Or
She looks like a South Boston bartender.
I was like, holy fuck, this is so true.
Oh, God.
Show him the meme. It's so good.
Oh god, this is fucking great.
I had to think about that. I've only had the one trip to Boston, but of course we had to do the appropriate. How many Boston bars can I get in me in 3 days?
Sure.
Yep.
Right?
Matter of fact, I think the bartender that helped me out, I went to some bar
It was actually Miley Cyrus.
in downtown Boston. It might have been. But it was one of those bars that had 2 floors. So like downstairs is where they kept the band and where like the tourists were. And if you were smart, you like went up the stairs in the back and there was a whole nother bar upstairs and that's where all the locals were. And I'm pretty sure the chick behind the bar was just
Identical.
her. Yeah, no, like
Yeah.
the coolest bars in Boston though. I can't remember the name of it, but there's a bar in the bottom of Fenway and the windows on the back of it like look out onto the fucking
Yeah,
field.
it's in the Monster.
It is.
What the fuck's the name of that bar? It's
Dude, it's dope as shit.
yeah, it's cool as fuck.
I can't remember. It's kind of catty corner down the street from Cask and Flagon.
Yeah.
And it's been there forever.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
just
yeah.
it's a room. Like it is a room and there's windows that look out onto the field.
Oh.
Is it Bleacher Bar?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I got to go to a private event there and that's when I found out about it and I had to ask. I was like, so during season and they were like, you have to show up like the day before.
It's a
And,
fucking
like,
shit show in there.
Yeah.
Well,
And if
to
you
even
do get in there,
it
you
was like,
can't move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's not big. It's I mean, it's smaller than the room we're sitting in right now. Like,
It's probably the size of the humidor.
yeah, it is not a big bar. It's
Yeah, it's
dope
a
as
little-
shit, though.
Yeah, it's cool. I've only been in it once.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of those, like,
Cool.
if you can go and you can do it, and you're like, all right, I'm super happy I got to go to it as a private thing.
Yeah.
Because it was, like, I could actually get in and look around. Because there's some cool history on the walls and
Yeah.
shit like that. But, God, I could only imagine what that thing would be like regularly.
Shit show.
Yeah, an absolute shit show. Of course, that's most bars in Boston during fucking baseball season.
I think that's just most bars in Boston.
Well, yeah, because then you just roll into hockey. And it's a shit show, and Pats are on.
Well,
it's a
and
shit show.
And they're all old. So they're all small.
Yeah.
Now they're every 3 feet. So
Well, especially in the areas that you visited, like
yeah, it's every
that's
other
like
door.
Fucking yeah. I mean,
It's every other door. And the doors in between are the guy that owns that bar, his apartment's above it. And that's the door that just gets to his apartment. And then it's just another bar. Like it's
Yep. Or the head bartender lives upstairs.
a lot of them.
yeah. I mean like but they're cool.
That's actually a perk for being a head bartender back east, man. Like,
Which is hilarious because then you cross the river and you go to the bars over there and you're just like, this is the most uppity fucking
yeah,
Jesus.
It was the conversation I had with the guy that convinced me to start getting out of the restaurant industry. Was a guy named Sean. He was about 70 years old, career bartender his whole life, and he lived in an apartment above the bar.
gotta bet that fucker has stories.
And he does, and they're amazing. He's so much fun to go fucking drink with.
Fuck yeah.
Like we were sitting in a bar, and he just fucking lights a joint. And I'm like, Sean, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, nobody's gonna think it's this old fuck. That's why I hang out with all you people. And I was like, fuck you, dude.
It's guys
But
like
he's-
him that make me just like I can't wait.
But
to
he's
get
got a
old.
million stories.
Right? Oh.
And he'd always, every time I see him, he's like, hey, he's like, so when are you going to stop bartending? I'm like, what do you mean? I'm like, dude, the money's great. It's fun, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, yeah, until you're 70 like me and living in an apartment above your bar. And I was like, so? He's like, yeah, it's not that cool, man.
Yeah. He's like, it was cool when I was 32. It's not so cool now. Yeah. My buddy Trent lived above the Horseshoe Came Out Saloon in Fells Point, Maryland, for a long time, and he was the GM of the bar and like head bartender. And sure as fuck, he lived in the apartment above the store. Like it was. God, he lived there for a long time. He's still not out of the bar industry, but now he lives in Florida. But still, but yeah.
They don't have apartments down there.
It's condos. It's all condos. Oh man.
So John brought his fire pit to the Christmas party yesterday.
Yeah, it's in your wife's trunk.
I have never been so fascinated with a can in my entire life. And it's a can.
It's a can with holes in it.
It's a fucking can.
Yeah.
It is a giant it's a can.
Yeah.
It is it's like a Folgers can, just big.
Yeah.
And like all I could do was sit there and just look at it and be like, this shouldn't work. It doesn't make sense while you watch it.
Right?
Like when it's doing its thing.
Well, how so?
It's everything, right? Like once you get it going, it truly doesn't smoke. Like it doesn't make smoke.
Huh.
So, and it actually does radiate heat. So it's not like
It's not just heat.
the
from
device
flames.
itself is putting heat off. So as long as you kind of have it in a space, it's going to warm that whole thing up.
Right.
But it was things like if you have a fire bowl or a fire pit or whatever, you kind of have to build like a legitimate fire stack.
Yeah.
Because you can smother it or whatever. This thing would start to get low. And he's sitting there stuffing it like it was a goddamn rucksack. He's just like, and he's just jamming
And I'm
more wood in it.
Like moving shit so I can create more space just to stick another fucking
just
slog in.
and you just fill it up like so a rucksack is what's called a sea bag in your world, but
We have rucks too. We carry a lot of shit.
but he's just stuffing shit in this thing, and I'm like, hey, he's gonna put it out. Nope. Just made it angry.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh my God. It was just, there's like,
And then
You
has the
never-
afterburners around the top.
and you never hear it like pop and crack. It doesn't like throw shit out of it. Like it's just, and I'm like, that is a can. It's just a fucking can.
It's like I'm not gonna buy one because
I'm going to.
but every time it's like like a raffle item or anything that we're at a thing that I'm at, I always try to win
Have
one.
you sat around one?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Their website, they are like half price on their website, apparently all the time.
Yeah.
So
Their sale that's ending in a couple days.
and
Wait till that couple days. It's a
So-
new sale.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get one because if I went to Home Depot and got a fire pit or a fire bowl or whatever, it's gonna cost me $200 and it's just gonna make me mad.
Sure.
This thing is the same price, and they even make a cooktop for it. Like it's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Don't they make like little tiny ones? The same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Like they're like,
Yeah.
like
Here's the thing: is it's the size of this coffee cup, and it's only half the price of the one that's like this fucking big around. And I'm like, the scale doesn't work here.
something's off with this scale of
The little one should be like
product.
$20,
Right, right.
But it's like 90.
Jesus.
But then the big fire pit is like $219.
That doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't make any sense at all.
Oh, yeah, it does.
No.
Yeah, they're going to sell a lot more of the little ones
Yeah.
than they're going to sell the big ones. So they might as well make more money off the little ones than to make on the big
That's where
ones.
they're making the margin. It's
Absolutely.
like,
That's why that's why the big ones are $2.19.
if you buy our flaming coffee cup, you can buy the big one for cheap.
All right. As long as we sell enough of these hot coffee mugs.
Yeah.
That's
good.
it. Just knock the handle off, drill some holes in it, and they'll be good.
Yeah.
And that's the thing is that
it's
like,
all it is. It's a Cody cup for my.
It is literally
holes in
one of
it.
the old school metal Folger cans.
Yeah,
They just took the label off the outside.
yeah, it's wild. And that's what the big one looks like. It just literally looks like an old school. It looks like Oscar the Grouch's house on fire.
Yeah, it's like a half keg.
Yeah.
Like a half barrel.
Just with a fire in it.
Yeah.
And you look at it and you're like, this shouldn't be doing what it does. But
Why is this working?
yeah, it's fucking
Well, it's
crazy.
like those fucking. It's like those fireplaces that like you don't plug in that like are made by the Amish or whatever. They just pump out fucking heat. And it's like how's this thing
Witchcraft?
fucking work? It's got to
Witchcraft.
be. Oh, it's got to be some fucking Wicca shit. Yeah, like I don't understand. Is there a squirrel in there running on a fucking treadmill? Like what's happening? Like how are you just fucking pumping out heat like it's fucking
you do plug
1694?
you do plug those in, buddy.
Do you plug them in?
They're electric fireplaces. You plug them in.
100%.
Dude, I don't know. I don't have one. I have no fucking idea.
Mikey's looking at it in the commercial going like, there's no cord.
How does this work?
Yeah, that's fucking must have been what it was.
The cord's behind it.
Usually,
yeah.
yeah. I don't
You
know.
definitely plug it
Because
in.
I've seen electric ones. I've seen ones that plug in, but I'm telling you, dude, there's some witchcraft going on with the fucking Amish.
Good thing you're pretty.
I'm gonna fucking stab somebody fucking soon. I'm gonna fucking
You
stab somebody
do plug
soon.
those in. Now the reason that it's believable that you don't is that the way they build them, it comes with like that full mantle and everything around it. So it doesn't make sense, but you do plug them in. I always found it hilarious because you plug them in because they're electric, but the Amish aren't allowed to use electricity. So they're selling you electronics that they are not allowed to use.
Yeah. Let that fucking hold down the thing from children. It's a fucking great plan.
That hammer could hold down anything.
Right. Yeah, shout out to Tracy's class. Again, she got them to give us little notes.
Sun Tzu signed mine.
He did. It's fucking
But yeah, now I'm gonna have to order your fucking flaming trash can because that thing was amazing.
Flaming trash can. They really the same thing happened to me. I was like, yeah, those are cool, like whatever, okay. And then I was somewhere where there was one for like a week, and I was just like, well,
and that was
looks
the
like
thing
I'm
is like
getting one of these
I could
fuckers.
not justify it till you brought it last night, and then I was like, no, fuck me. All right,
Yeah.
well, because I was gonna buy one of those because of like Ren Fair and shit like that. I was gonna buy one of those propane towers because
Yeah.
next week I'll be able to go to Home Depot and buy one of those propane heaters for like $3.
Yeah.
Like they're like almost free.
you get like a tower,
Yeah, those heater tower things.
Like
I was gonna go get one.
the fucking propane ones.
And because I was like, man, when we go to like Ren Fair or any of these other ones, it breaks down. I'll just take it with me and then I'll set it up and I'll have this heat source. And then he showed up with that fucking thing. And I was like, holy fuck. Well, they even sell a bag for it. That solo stuff thing, they make a bag that it goes
Yeah.
in so you can take.
I've seen the bag.
It doesn't weigh anything.
I think they actually sell them at Buc-ee's, don't they?
no.
They sell a knockoff
Yeah.
version.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
But like Yeti, Solo Stove did it first. And so within the last year, there's been like 5 more companies that have popped up,
Sure.
including Charbroil now makes one.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, so if I really want one to make sure it breaks.
Yeah. If I want one that doesn't work,
Yeah. Well, and the funny thing is the companies that came out to compete,
Yeah.
they're all more expensive. So I'm like, or I could just buy the original one that now I've seen works.
I know it works. Yeah.
And it's like $30 to get the bag for it. And I'm like, I'll just take that to all my campsites.
That's cool.
I think the funniest thing about that last night was just watching Justin just be like,
Fucking Ranger
just,
TV.
just staring at it.
I will watch fire all fucking night.
Well, that thing's fascinating too
Pyromaniac
because of
much?
the afterburners that are at the top. So
Yeah.
it's got like the fire in the middle, and then you're watching all these fire jets that are coming out of this. Because it's not just a can; it's like a can with a liner, and then the heat comes through and it reactivates itself and shoots the fire back down. And it kind of works like a tiny jet engine.
Hence how it
That's what-
radiates heat.
Well, that's why there's
But,
no
uh,
smoke.
It's literally so hot it burns the smoke off before it can go anywhere.
That's wild.
And yeah, but after being around one all night, I was like, oh fuck, all right, now I just need one of these things.
Yeah. So fuck the propane thing.
It's the same fucking price.
True.
And you don't have to keep getting propane for it either.
So yep.
There
Nice.
is
It would have
nothing.
been really cold if it ran on propane.
But, yeah. Yes, it would have.
Like there's nothing more frustrating than like running out of propane when you're not prepared to run out of propane.
Can confirm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck, that sucks.
Nope, because I had 5 pork loins that all needed to be hard seared, and found out my Blackstone was out of propane.
So
I
yeah,
said it would have been really cold.
that's your comment makes more sense.
Yeah. I ran out of propane on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Yep. That sucks. Same thing. And then the worst part of it, my dumbass, like, I'm just going to run to the store.
Yeah.
7 fucking stores later.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you didn't run out of propane. You just had two tanks that had garbage
yeah.
fucking seals in
They were
them.
fucking trash.
Yeah. Like, because I keep 2 tanks.
Yeah.
You know, I'm definitely on my second one right now. I probably need to go and refill the first. Like, my empty one's just chilling there. So I've built myself like this little, basically outdoor kitchen on my back porch. Like, just like, I got my pellet smoker now, then like my grill and my fucking griddle.
Mhm.
And it's just like a little
Yep.
square, like right there, right? Like, I'm telling you, the griddle. Like, you remember when we had brunch at your place?
Mhm.
That sold me
With all the bacon. Yep.
100%. Yeah, with Jazz's bacon.
Yeah.
That sold me on getting the griddle.
Yeah.
I have since, when I got one, I have used it more than I care to admit.
Yeah.
Like, I use that thing fucking constantly. Like, it's
Oh.
awesome.
We look for excuses to use that thing.
Oh yeah. Well, first of all, I don't think I can eat bacon another way. Ever.
No, that's
again.
the best way to cook it.
Like-
I've made it in the house a couple times since. I'm like,
It's just doesn't hit the same,
No.
right? Like,
Oh.
it's like, what the fuck, man? Like, restaurant style quality bacon is made on a griddle.
Well, all that
Hands
stuff.
down.
Like anytime there's like, this is the best cheeseburger, this is the best whatever. It's all flat top. Like,
Yeah.
and that's
And
all.
the
Smash
reason is
burgers.
'cause
Fuck.
That's
yes.
all that is.
that fucker's been cooked on for the past 20
Yeah,
years.
that Blackstone.
Did
and
you get your
nobody
venison?
really cleans.
But I what?
Did you get your venison I sent home?
I did.
Good.
I did.
Good. I sent
it
Jess
was-
some food.
It was not made for public consumption. It was held on to.
Good. Good. No,
Yeah.
you should definitely just.
My venison.
Yeah, that's your shit.
Yeah.
More than sausages.
Yeah.
Those things
I'm excited
are
about
fucking
that.
dope.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those on the Blackstone. Solid. Yeah.
Well, I need him to actually bag something so I can get more fucking sticks.
I have more
Well,
sticks.
Hopefully,
I still have them.
hopefully this week.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah. Figure out exactly which day, but it's
I think we were talking about
but it's
Wednesday.
literally us 4 going.
Yeah. I
So,
got one in the freezer so far. I
yeah.
just haven't done anything. Just cut it up into different cuts of meat, and
I
it's all
haven't shot
fucking vacuum
anything this
sealed.
year. So, well, since my buck.
Well, I actually
back
found out
in-
that a very good mutual
February?
friend of ours has never shot a live animal
Who?
at all. And he's sitting right over there.
Oh, Kimmy? Jesus.
So I was talking to him, and if possible, I'm going to give him my seat. Let him actually go bag something.
we'll talk offline.
So, but because I told him he could have my seat, but I get the meat. Because what's he going to do? Fly it back to Connecticut?
That's what most people do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the trade. I was like, you can go get a kill, but I get the meat.
It's definitely a thing.
So don't fuck it up.
Dave, what are you up to? What are you drinking?
Caramel apple soda.
Yeah?
Actually, I think it was left over from the The illustrious Mr. Freeman over there.
Yeah. You're coming up on your 10 years, buddy.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
A fucking decade with no booze.
Yeah.
Reminds me of being fucking 6 years old. Probably not. I probably had more booze back then than you have in the last 10 years. It's crazy.
Yeah, Dave's had none.
Yeah. I don't remember when I first started sneaking booze.
I mean, I know my parents used to literally like rub booze in my mouth for
Oh, yeah.
teething and shit like
For
that.
teething.
So, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
like
Yeah. That was like when you were teething. It's like a
yeah, but so
baby.
I can't even go like. I remember my first 10 years and was like, yep, nope. Like,
Yeah,
I don't,
Were you teething regularly?
Like, I was teething when I was 12.
no, not gonna lie.
I'm still teething.
Through high school, I didn't really drink.
No.
Yeah.
Fuck, I did.
Oh, yeah.
No,
That was fucking almost all I did. Especially after I decided I was going to join the military.
well, no,
That's
because
all I did.
everybody on the weekends would go party, but I would go drag race.
Why don't you give me that lighter back?
So
Mm.
it was just a different irresponsible action. Because it's not like, well, I can't make it because I got to go to the track. It was like, no, I can't make it because I got to be here at 2 a.m. So
I have to drive.
Yeah.
drag racing actually got me out of a huge amount of trouble. Because this chick had claimed that she had spent the weekend at my house.
Oh, you told it. You told it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lying twat.
And I was like, yeah, nope.
Mm.
Remember when I bought those tires last week? See how there's like no tread left on them? It's because
I was at the track
I was
all
out,
weekend
I
long.
was out street racing all weekend, and now I have to replace those Mickey Thompsons again. So
It's like, let me just admit to this fucking illegal act because it's way less of a problem than this one.
I knew I would get in far less trouble for drag racing than having some bitch at my house all weekend.
Right.
I was like, yeah, no.
Like, nope, that wasn't me.
Yeah, no. I was out. I was illegal street racing. I could have died, but there was nobody in the house.
But I was not with that Jezebel. Fuck her. Oh, man.
Do not listen to the lies of this harlot.
Good girl, Kira.
For I was out participating in horsepower, not pussy power.
Get out of here, you succubus.
Yeah. How dare you sully my okay name?
I have a reputation that's not the worst.
Yeah. Not saying I didn't sleep around, but it wasn't with you.
How dare you? It's like when you're like 14 and like the ugly chick likes you. Your boys just take a piss out of you. there's like, that's your bitch. Fucking tell you one thing. I had a bit of a crush when I was about 12 years old, 12, 13, right? And it was this chick, her name is Jamie. And I thought she was hot. And I confided in one of my friends
Whoops.
that I think that she's attractive. And they all fucking shit on me.
Yeah.
Like,
So was Jamie a dude?
no. Funny enough, I was right. Because like 3 years later, Jamie was like the hottest chick in fucking school, and I was like, I fucking told you, motherfuckers. And I've held on to that for years, man. Like they would be like, well, I'm dating this girl. I was like, she fucking gross. Let me see her. I'm a good judge of this. Like, shit like that. Like, yeah. I have no idea what the fuck chick looks like now, but this was fucking way back in the day. But I do know that right around 8th grade, 9th grade-ish, chick got hot.
Yeah.
And I was like, I fucking told you, motherfuckers. You guys fucked with me? Fuck you. She actually liked me back then. I could have had something. You guys fucking ruined it.
What I always found amazing was the girls that was like, if you actually gave them a chance, they were homely, but they were hot. They just didn't know what the fuck to do with anything.
Yeah.
And then they got like their first piece of action and everything shifted. They were all like, all of a sudden like, realized what they had to work with. And you were
Yeah.
like, the fuck happened here? But you see it in movies all the time, right? And it's like, oh, you talking about the girls in the overalls with the glasses? And then all of a
She
sudden the
takes her
overalls and the
glasses
glasses
off
go, and it's like, the fuck did this smoke show come from? And it's like, that was Dick. That dick did that.
That is a side effect from penis.
Yeah, that is vitamin D changed that woman's life.
Yep, that's how it happens. You know, guys are not the same. We are not the same because we're fucking knuckle draggers by nature. They're like, how the fuck did that guy get laid? And he's still a fucking piece of shit. It's like, what the fuck? Like, I got laid, but you're still wearing the same shitty t-shirt you wore the last week. Uh-huh.
What are you trying to say?
That we're degens? Like, just men as general? We're just fucking morons? Like, ugh.
It's one of the first conversations Mikey and I had after we went from like acquaintances to friends. Like the type of friend where it's like, I'll talk about anything. And we were talking about, like just constantly, 3-day-old t-shirt and a messy bun. I'm fucking here for it. Just got back from the gym. Yeah, I'm still here for it or whatever. And the girls, our wives are always like, I'm gross or whatever. And I'm like,
I don't think you understand how much of a caveman. Like my caveman DNA is real. Goddammit! Get that fucking thing over here.
All those videos that you see where the woman's like, anytime I remove any piece of clothing, and she's like taking a sock off, and the dude's like, I don't know.
Every time.
I'm like, fucking, she could be putting clothes on, and I'm like, hey, what you doing?
Right. Whoa, slow down.
Hey, slow down a little bit. Come here. It's warm under the blanket. Get over here.
I think Justin said it best. He was telling me this. He said he was laying in bed. It's probably 3 months ago, and Abby was getting ready to go to work or something like that. And he goes, you know, if 14-year-old me could realize that I could get to see titties every day, he'd be so
proud.
impressed.
Right? Oh, dude.
Absolutely.
My 14-year-old self would be like, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. Especially during my 20s. My 14-year-old self was fucking proud of me. My 40-year-old self, not so proud of me. But
Fuck you kidding. The 40-year-old self was still happy to see titties.
Well, yeah, I'm still happy to see titties. I'm just not proud of myself. Shit. I've seen the error of my ways, but
yeah, it's definitely one of those, like, it depends on which viewpoint you go from. It's like 14-year-old me looking at like 27-year-old me, and it's like, holy shit, is that really me? And then like, yeah, almost 40 of me looking back at 27 going like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Is that really me? Fuck.
You are disgusting.
You're a gross motherfucker, dude. Jesus. If I had the money, I'd become religious.
See, and that's the best thing about
He has that
titties.
kind of money.
You can see the same pair 1,000 times.
It's
And
still,
you still want to see
it's
it.
still awesome.
Yeah,
Just like
that's
it
it.
feels like the first time. Every time.
My wife will get ready in the morning, walk in, because like all of us, right? You have your master bathroom that's attached, and we have like those double doors on ours.
Fucking
It's only the width of one door, but somehow the designer decided that the two little
this
like
is a
click
good
doors.
idea.
I was like, yeah, this is awesome, right? Which is great when it's like one's open and it's 2 a.m. You've got to piss, and you're like, I can totally thread that needle, and you're like, whack. You're like, I couldn't thread that needle. But
I'd have
she'll
knocked them
literally,
shits off by now, bro. You gotta went through them fucking things.
she'll get up, be topless, and I'm like, yeah. She walks in the bathroom to get something and comes back 30 seconds later, and I'm like, yeah. It just doesn't get old.
It does not get old, man. You know, the whole thing is like, yo, you could eat pizza every single day.
Goddamn right.
You fucking right, I can. All right, you goddamn right. The same pizza. I don't give a fuck. It's phenomenal.
Does that pizza have my wife's titties on it?
Is it titty pizza? Is it made of old ladies' butt cheeks? Because I'm into that. Yeah, this is what I want.
3 meals a day. Like, if I can just I'm not going to order. Just put it on a schedule. Like, card on file.
Right? Fuck. Like, let's go.
The wet spot's still there. Move over.
Yeah. Let's make a new one. Who gives a shit? Matter of fact, fuck it. I'll lay in it. I don't give a fuck. I'll save it for later. Fuck.
We have king size towels. I'm about to fucking stretch this shit out.
That's what the Costco towels are for, man.
Yeah.
Hell
You're
yeah.
getting the big towels.
Best thing I ever saw was when they invented the bath sheet.
Bath sheet.
I was like,
Fucking
a dude made these.
goddamn right.
That's
Not just a
for.
dude, a caveman. A fellow caveman made these fucking
That was
things.
not so women can be like, oh, I can wrap it around myself and cover everything. I was like,
No.
yeah, that's what it's for.
No. This is so that far corner in the king size bed. Yeah, it doesn't get ruined
Yeah.
either.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that thing is the length of a human body from like shoulders to about calves? You know, like everywhere where the splash zone is. Like that's
Just saying. Just saying.
they need to start making that shit that size, but out of chamois material. Like that's
Sham wow.
that's all I want to see. I want to see a chamois sized bath sheet. Like,
You
that's-
know what?
Just take it into the bathroom, wring it out over the bathtub,
Yeah.
They
spread it
make
back
them,
down.
and I have one. It's like my camp towel.
Oh,
But
you're
it's-
right. Yeah.
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 we had this
You seen
conversation about golf towels, though. I'm like, that shit already has a ring and everything on it. Like, just,
Just put that on a sheet. Put that on a bath sheet.
yeah, just a bath sheet sized chamois with that little grommet in the corner and a ring. You just,
What it needs like one of the like the retractable things that you have your swipe your like door card on it,
Yeah.
but it's one of the locking ones. So you just pull it from the bedpost like and then you spray it out.
Like on
and then,
like on scuba gear.
yeah, and then you just get like a little tug and it just sucks it back up
like
in
the
the corner.
extension cord in my garage that I have on the ceiling. The pull down and just be like, "Crink," and then when I'm done, I'm just like, just roll over, baby.
I'm just gone.
You're good.
self-cleaning. Oh. But I want to lay in it.
I like to wake up glued to my mattress. Lets me know it didn't work.
Yeah. You know how people get bedhead? I get fucking beerhead.
Just stuck up on one side.
What'd you get into last night? Nom, 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 nom.
Yeah, I had somebody made the mistake of fucking commenting about the gray stripe in my beard, and I was like, yeah, it's bleached out from use. And it took them a minute, and they just went, oh. And I was like,
Well, see, mine's coming in stripes because I'm weird.
I like to sneak up on it.
Look at John, though.
I
I,
like
mean,
it.
he's got gray on the side.
It's just on the sides.
From thigh rubbing.
Rub the color out.
Yeah. It's fucking, it's thigh lotions.
Goddamn right.
Thigh lotions have tinged it white. Oh. What in the fuck are we talking about?
Oh, Jesus. I think everybody listening to the podcast knows, but
It's funny if you back up to the beginning of the podcast, you can tell exactly when all the booze and the cups kicked in.
Right? Yeah.
So we used to be smart about this, and we actually also used to show up early in pregame.
Yeah.
Well, after the
yeah.
first year, we started pre-gaming because it was like, we got to lube this up a little bit.
Yeah.
And then fucking all of a sudden careers and businesses got successful. And it was like,
We got to tone this drinking thing back.
damn it.
Now,
All of
wait,
this
way ahead of
responsibility
you
is
on
getting in
that.
the way of my shit show. Like, I don't.
I've been going pretty strong in the paint lately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, we had some competition, so.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. The last couple weeks, I'm like,
Thinking about throttling back a little bit?
yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't feel like I've been going super hard. You know what I did today for the first time in a long time? Worked out.
Yeah.
Did that today.
How'd that feel?
I'm in fucking pain.
Yeah. I'm not
in
looking forward
fucking
to
pain,
it.
dude.
I'm not looking forward to it because I've been
Oh,
telling
dude.
myself, right? I'm like, all right, there's no point. Like, I know I'm going to be drinking and hanging out and going to parties and doing all this shit, but like starting like, essentially Ren Fair till like the end of the year. And it was like, this is just going to be one recovery session after another.
Yeah.
Like, it's
And
just,
it's like, and you don't want to be the cliche. It's the new year. I'm not doing that.
Unfortunately, the timing just sorts out where it's like by the time my life calms down enough for me to like put the gym in my cycle, and I'm like, fuck. And then Caitlin already beat me to it. She's already up at like 5 a.m. 3 days a week at the gym, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, fuck.
She's diligent about that shit.
I
though,
know.
dude. Like she's fucking. Well, so is mine, man. Fuck.
I'm not excited about it. And I have no
Like-
excuse. I have a gym membership and a full power rack in my garage.
I have 2 gym memberships.
I have a fit.
The membership doesn't help.
and you own a power rack.
Yeah,
Like,
the
you're
whole
just
fucking
like
thing set
me.
up
Yeah.
at my work.
And like
I have a full strongman gym in my
Yeah.
garage. Like,
I have no excuse. I have everything. I have multiple size bars, all the plates. I even got a weight tree. Like I've everything
That
to make
weight
my
tree's
life
fucking
convenient.
put in work.
Yeah, that thing is strong as fuck. The amount of weight that it's been holding
For a while.
isometrically.
Fucking A.
But
Dude, I have a log. I have a fucking
yeah.
I have like I have like farmer's carries. I have fucking everything. Like thousands and thousands of dollars plus the fucking rack, everything.
And I have no excuse because to be honest with you, my workout takes 30 minutes. Because I go out there, I warm up, and I do the whole ladder lift thing, and I do the 3 big, and that's it.
Yeah.
And it's been like fucking 4 months of like, yeah, I'll get to it.
Mine's been like 12 months of, yeah, I'll get to it. Like I've gotten fucking.
And I keep justifying it too, because I keep going to have a leg, and I'm like, ooh, that's going to be heavy. And then I pick it up and move it, and I'm like,
Yep, that's heavy.
all right. But I still moved it. So I'm like,
Right.
man, I haven't lost that much.
I don't need to work out
I'm
today.
guaranteed.
And then I get
I've
out of the
lost a
shower,
lot.
and the mirror's like right there, and I'm like, ooh.
Yeah.
See,
It's like, what do I look like?
just-
200 pounds of bird shit.
I'm like,
I got like the funhouse mirrors and a special scale.
Yeah. So that's what I need to get your guys' number. I need those. Fucking-
my scale's in reverse kilos.
Here's what I did is I got one of those audible scales that speaks to me, that tells me the number.
But it's just groans.
Well, it's in Sanskrit, so I'll never fucking understand what they're telling me.
If I want one of those, I'd want it in like Morgan Freeman's voice.
Yeah, you are.
It'll be like,
Andy Dufresne is a
That's
fat
what-
fuck.
that's when Jazz found out he looked like Play-Doh. Damn it. And I'm like super upset now because I was doing all that training when I was hanging out with at that fucking strongman gym. And I was training with that dude.
You were getting beefy for a
And I
bit
was-
there, pal.
The problem is that like it worked really well from like the waist up.
Yeah.
And then I stopped training, and so all of that went squishy. But you don't get smaller, you just get softer. So now
Can confirm.
yeah. So now naked, I look like one of those lollipops that cheerleaders used to sell you in high school. And now I understand why I only fuck in the dark.
You look like the SpongeBob ice cream pop.
I'm like, shit. I'm over here looking like a scrub daddy. And I'm like, this is
Oh, fuck. Jesus.
Well, it can't help when we're eating shit like this either.
no.
Yeah, fuck you, Dave, for
the
this.
problem is
I'm
that
gonna
I'm
eat another
like-
one because it's fucking amazing.
I have like a lot of body hair too. So then I just look like a Cheeto that got lost under my truck seat. And like it's like fucking
Oh, I dropped that gummy bear 3 months ago.
That's where that went.
My dick looks like a Twinkie that rolled through a barber shop.
But working out doesn't change any of that.
I've got my
I've
wife.
tried.
I've got my wife that pretty sure is just trying to make sure I can't run away because we'll be laying in bed at like 10 o'clock and she's like, "Hey, babe, you want a zebra cake?" And I'm like,
Fuck yeah, dude.
yes, but no, because I don't understand. I'm like,
I will tell you right now, Caitlin has confided in me before that she likes you pudgy, sir. She likes you with a little thickness. She
With
wants you
three
thick with 3
Cs.
C's, my friend. Like, not fat, but she doesn't mind a little fucking pudge and smudge, my man. So you're going to fight that battle.
well, I'm looking sexy as fuck right now. Because I'm sitting here trying to justify, like, man, I just really need to throw away some of my old pants or whatever, and I'm just going to go get the jeans that I want. And in my head, I'm like, that's because I fucking need to go up an inch on that fucking waistband. Like, I need to.
Dave and I have had this conversation for years.
Oh,
I
yeah.
have 15 pairs of jeans, and if I lose 30 pounds, that'd be great. I have 2 pairs of jeans that I can wear right now.
I'm not going to lie, dude. These I love these jeans right here, right? Length, perfect.
You probably don't even have them buttoned right now.
I do.
Are you doing like the hair tie trick that pregnant chicks do?
They're buttoned, but there's a reason I'm pacing this drink. Like,
Notice how he hasn't gotten up to go pee?
yeah,
It's just holding everything above the waistline.
fucking.
As soon as he pops it, it's like, oh, shit. Oh, shit.
He leans back a little bit. It's like, ooh, I gotta pee.
That's why all of us wear our shirts untucked.
Fucking flannels, man. Fucking.
I got crumbs all over me.
Yeah.
Or it could be beard drift. Could be one of the two. The thing.
I didn't get mine trimmed. It's getting too long.
Tomorrow, I got an appointment.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm going back to baby beard starting tomorrow.
Yeah?
So, yeah, for at least, a little bit. I did Santa. Christmas is over. I don't have to look like a fucking homeless guy anymore. So, I'm going to take it down a peg.
Yeah.
I'm going to do my yearly fucking. Yeah. So. Or as Justin likes to say, just take 10 years off my face.
It's fucking true. And it's not even like being mean. Like he comes in and he's like fucking 10 years younger.
I don't know if
fucking
you're allowed
weird.
to talk about facial hair.
Yeah, right? Like,
I mean,
Yeah, what is that shit on
Listen
your
here.
face anyway?
Yeah, what is that, chin strap?
That's why I look fucking 18. I
You should
have
just
none.
grow out the neck beard.
Well,
Nah.
come on.
Nah.
Yeah, go for it, dude.
Nah.
Right now, you just
annoying.
look like where you could tell me where I could get some really good kratom.
Well done, sir.
Exactly
Well
right.
done.
I know a guy who looks just like you that does that shit. Oh, bravo, Jez. Oh, fuck. Oh.
I love you, buddy.
Hey man, you just
This
keep me
Delta
humble.
9 is basically weed, bro.
The high's real short, but it's real intense. You're fucking gonna love it.
You heard of salvia? Fucking Jesus. Oh, fuck me.
I'm telling you, right before you piss test, just a gallon of Arizona green tea. It'll clean you right out.
Right? Also, eat this niacin.
All of it.
It'll make your face a little red, but it just,
You might get itchy.
I remember the kids who were like on niacin on my football team in like junior high because they were fucking stoners and they'd crush a bunch of niacin thinking it was going to clean their piss.
I remember walking through
And
the
they'd come in
barracks
like
in the
they had
military.
fucking hardcore acne, and it's like, I'm pretty sure your face was clear as fuck the other day.
I remember
What the fuck, man?
Walked through the barracks in the military, and that one person got alerted that morning that they're doing piss tests.
Yeah.
And you walk through trying to get everybody ready and out for make sure everybody's out of the barracks for formation. You got like 4 people that are fucking just bright red in the face. Like, dude,
Yep.
like,
Dude, I told you about that CO I had, the one that fucking would make everybody buy out of his fucking battalion runs. That fucking guy. So he was a marathon runner. And this fucking dickhead would like,
Fuck you.
right? Right? Like right away. It's like, fuck you, man. Right when he got there, he takes us out on a fucking battalion run. And this is like a large battalion in 1st Marine Division. And he fucking smokes the whole battalion. Like, I mean, our fucking studs are falling out. I mean, I'm fucking so far in the back, it ain't even funny. Like, we're talking slinkied over like a fucking 3-mile fucking period, right? Like, it's ridiculous. But his rule was you had to run at least one of my battalion runs. And what he did was, the guy was playing chess, not checkers. So he would go out and smoke the whole fucking battalion. And then he'd be like, you can buy out of this run for $15. And the money goes to the ball fund. 4 people would show up to the next fucking one. Everybody else in the battalion
Just raised $5 grand.
like that, dude.
Yeah.
Like, our balls were fucking awesome because of that guy, right? Like, he knew what the fuck he was doing. He's like, I'm gonna smoke this whole
I'm
fucking
gonna need
battalion.
that soundbite.
yeah,
But our balls were fucking awesome because of this man. Like, I'm gonna need.
that's a button.
I'm gonna need. That's a button.
Our balls are awesome. It's called confidence. Fuck it. Fucking, I'll fucking pre-record it for you. I don't give a fuck. So, but this guy, that was great. But he had this thing where he liked to recall you like 4 a.m. on a Sunday to go to the fucking take a piss test. And he would do like a battalion level, battalion wide, across the board recall. And it would fuck up the dudes. So when you get back from leave, you knew you were getting a piss test, right? Everybody who took leave
So you
over
lean
like
back.
5 days was getting a piss test. But yeah, he leaned back. Now he's got to pee. That's what happens. That's what happens, right? So like you knew, but So their leave would expire like 16:30 on Friday because they knew they weren't going to get piss tests until Monday morning. So they would spend the weekend trying to fucking clear out or whatever if they were doing scummy shit while they were on leave. Which, let's be real, most of them were being scumbags on leave.
It happens.
And because of that, Sunday morning at 04, they're not ready, and the motherfuckers would just pop.
Yep,
all the fucking time. He would bust so many motherfuckers. Dudes who like did a bunch of blow on Thursday night or some shit.
Like, oh, I'm good, bro. 72 hours out of my system.
I'm fine. Sunday morning, 72 hours, pop. Shit like that. Like, it was happening. So, because he kept being successful with busting people, he would fucking do it. We knew at least once a fucking month there was going to be a recall at some weird fucking time. And it could be a Wednesday at fucking 2 a.m. or it could be a fucking Sunday at 04 or a Saturday fucking morning at 06. Who the fuck knew?
Yeah.
But it was whenever this dude just got a hair up his ass to be like, I'm going to recall the whole fucking battalion. Do it. And I'd be laying there. I'd get a call at fucking 4 a.m. or some shit. I'd be like, are you fucking serious? I'd just be like, God damn it. Because I was a platoon sergeant at the time, I'd always get the call fucking first. Like the companies... Like basically, he tells Sergeant Major call the first sergeant call us, right? So I'm like the third one in the chain of the whole battalion that's figuring this out. And I'm just like, fuck my life. Now I got to start making phone calls. I got to drive my ass into work. I got to meet at like whatever fucking barracks he chose, which were random, and it was just like, fuck me, dude. Like constantly. It was a pain in the ass, but kept everybody fucking honest. That's for damn sure. Because after a fucking couple months, people were like, look, you're not going to fucking win. Like, this guy is a fucking unpredictable loose cannon. Just fucking don't do drugs. How about that? Just don't fucking do it. But
yeah, I never understood the guys that like joined the military and they were like, I don't understand why they go to piss test so much. And it's like, did you not read the fucking brochure? Like, what?
There's fine print in that contract.
Did you not know what you were doing here?
Like, it's not Vietnam, dude. We're not smoking out of 12 gauges and shit. Like, what the fuck, man?
Like, I don't. We got a piss test all the fucking time. Or you could just, drink like the rest of us.
Yeah.
Like,
why do you think we're so good at it? Like, what the fuck, man?
If you want to do drugs, that's what the National Guard is for.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you can plan that. You can be like, if I smoke weed the day I get back from drill, I'm going to be fine the next time.
We had dudes that were like smoking during lunch breaks at drill. Like, it was.
I mean,
dudes.
I've actually seen that.
Yep.
Literally, when I was in the reserves, it literally was like, lunch break on Sunday because they do the piss test like Saturday morning.
Yeah.
You guys weren't in my guard unit.
And then they fucking smoke. And it was like, what are you doing? And I was like, what? I already took the piss test. And I'm like, okay, great. You're fucking. Guess who just got range call? Like,
yes. I don't know.
I used to, every time I knew one of them was fucking high, every single one of them was like, hey, you're on brass duty. I need you to go fucking clean the whole range. But I don't give a fuck, dude. You're about to have the worst high of your life. Like, fucking go clean the shit up.
You want to argue with me? Because we can bring it higher if you want.
We could. Or I could just smoke you, and then you're still cleaning up the brass. So like, so you can either clean it up high, or you can clean it up high and tired. Like, which one do you want to do?
Right. And I'm going to do it in that sand pit, so you're going to be tired and gross.
Yeah.
And like, everything's going to be itchy. Fuck you. I don't know. No, I think I didn't know that I was the anomaly that never did a fucking thing while I was on active duty. Like, almost, I got out
drank.
and like, I drank my face off. Yeah,
never did anything else.
But I didn't touch fucking drugs. I didn't do any of that shit. Like, I didn't touch fucking anything. I didn't smoke weed. I didn't do anything for like over 20 years. I just, and I remember one time one of my buddies was like, well, why not? This is after I'd gotten out, and I was like, because I promised that I wouldn't. I wrote my fucking name on a contract that said that I wouldn't do it. And it's that simple. I gave my word, so I'm not going to do it. And they were like, oh, well, I feel like a piece of shit. I'm like, I'm not saying you should, and I'm not saying that to make you feel like a piece of shit.
I'm absolutely saying you should.
You know? If
you're going to stand there and you're going to hold your fucking hand up, and then you're going to say all the creeds, and you're going to do all the shit about carrying it with honor, and you're going to carry on the tradition, you're going to do all that shit, and you're the piece of shit sitting there smoking your fucking stems and seeds and shit on the weekend because you're broke as fuck.
We know how much you make. We know you can't afford it. What the fuck?
And then you get out after fucking 3.5 years and you're like, the fucking army owes me more. And da-da-da. It's like, oh, because you served with honor. Like, that's like, come on.
Yeah, but you're implying people actually have integrity nowadays.
Which, I don't know, is also like literally part of all the promises that we made.
Yeah.
But,
you know, like, I mean, like, I gave my word when I signed the dotted line, so I didn't touch shit. You know, and that's just how I felt about it. Not that I didn't have the opportunity. I mean, fuck, my ex-girlfriend in California sold weed. And she was a heavy pothead, and I would be like, but respectfully, wouldn't smoke around me. Because I was just like, hey, can you not? Yeah, no problem. It was never a big deal. Right. And I'm curious. I was never stationed in a place that was legal after it legalized. So I'm curious the problems that's caused. Well, like California, recreationally legally, right?
It's recreationally decriminalized on the state level.
That's what I'm saying. Like you can smoke it there. You can buy it and purchase it from a dispensary just doing it, right?
But you're still technically a federal employee.
What I'm saying
100%.
is, I'm also saying it's not technically legal. It's been decriminalized at the state level.
No, it's been legalized at the state level. I mean, shit, it's decriminalized here. Austin is decriminalized. It's damn sure not legal.
Right. But there's a difference between made legal and made decriminalized.
Yeah, sure. But I've never, I guess I got out before all of that shit became a problem. And I'm curious.
But as a federal employee, which is what you are when you join the military.
Sure.
You
still can't do it. Yeah.
Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
100%. You still can't do it. But I'm curious how many issues it's brought up since then. Right. You know what I mean? Because you'll have like, let's say you have a kid who's from California. You would have those like, or like a dude from North Carolina or something that's like close. Like he grew up fucking 20 minutes from the base or whatever the fuck, right? And like he hangs out with all of his buddies on the weekends that the same dudes he hung out with in high school and shit, right?
Well, the deal with that is that you can't go like, well, in California, you don't work for California.
I know.
You join something bigger.
And that's got to be the argument, obviously, but
that comes down to the mindset.
I bet you that's a problem.
And it comes down to the mindset, and a lot of those people don't adopt. And they'll flat out tell you, boot camp, basic, whatever the fuck term we want to put on it. The number one goal of that is not to make you an effective soldier. Because the fact of the matter is, we have an awful lot of veterans in this room right now. Basic training is not going to make you an effective soldier. It's just not.
Kind of.
It's not going to do it.
It teaches you how to put your uniform on badly.
The only goal,
walk quickly.
The only goal of that entire indoctrination system is to get you to stop thinking about yourself. You are supposed to think about the fact that you are part of something larger. And that's the whole fucking goal. Yes, you have to go do BRM. Yes, you have to go do all that. But the fact of the matter is that when you have to barely above 50% for them to be like, yep, you're proficient with your rifle. We're not talking about we're making killing machines here.
Truth.
It's literally, you are not you anymore. You are now part of something much larger than you.
No matter what your nephew, who's a cop in the Air Force, tells you.
It's about being part of something bigger. So when it turns into, well, in my state, you don't work for your state.
Yeah.
You're not
like, it doesn't say US, or it says US Army on your fucking chest. It doesn't say fucking California Army or fucking Texas Army. It says fucking US Army.
When everything else, when it's USMJ, I just said that wrong.
UCMJ.
No, CMJ.
I was like,
I think where you're going with this.
But you're talking about something so much bigger than you. And then your argument for why you need to smoke pot for the fucking 4 years that you're going to be in is like, well, in my hometown, you don't
in your hometown.
Nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah.
Nobody cares. You are part of something so much bigger. And if you want to see the ones that are really good at their career or the ones that actually go get to do high speed shit, it's not that they are some fucking stud compared to you. It's their mental shift actually happened. They understood that they are part of something so much fucking larger. And they're willing to carry that responsibility.
That's one of the things.
And the ones that have the stupid arguments like, well, my hometown lets me fucking smoke pot. That's for you. You're not here for you anymore. That contract that you signed, you just signed away you. Don't exist.
That's one of the things I respect about like the Special Forces pipeline. or MARSOC,
No.
or because you can get peered the fuck out.
Devil's
You know what I mean?
advocate.
And peer review is a real thing,
Devil's advocate.
right? Like,
I think another reason why there's a little bit less drug usage on that level is because 2 reasons. One, you do a lot more cool shit and you play a lot less fuck games.
You're a lot less bored.
You know what I mean? So you're busy and you're not getting fucked with.
you're also respected.
So when you're not busy,
you're not being disrespected all day by your fucking sergeant
Yep,
or whoever.
when you're
yeah.
not busy and you're getting fucked with, you're like, fuck you, I'm gonna go smoke a joint.
See,
I guess, but some of that is bad leadership. I will give you that.
I
You
think
have the guys that
I
are
think the largest problem is guys going on leave, though. I would assume that would be the biggest problem. At least what I would see was when dudes were away from the unit is when they fucked around. When they were with the unit, they were fine.
Well,
Well,
there's
so-
a cab driver that it was a drug dealer in Fort Campbell
Oh, really?
because the gates never checked him. He was a cab.
it's also a double-edged sword, right? So like one of the big indoctrination. You know what? I'm going to stick with it.
Yeah.
But but one of the big things with that is, you know, we're all kids when we join, and they do a really good job of convincing us that we're fucking bulletproof.
Yeah.
So
We're not.
we're not, and we
Some of
realize
us
that now.
believe it, and then we really learn the hard way.
But we're told for years that the only thing stopping you from being able to pull that off is whether you believe you can or not. Like, and so then we go on leave and it turns into like, hey, do you want to try this? Bet you can't do that. And it's like, fuck you.
You're not
It's,
going to challenge
it's all
me.
about my mental fortitude. And then it turns into like, yep, nope, you actually can't do that. There are physical limiters that are put on you. And so, but the ones that actually go the distance or get to go do the high speed shit or get those missions that, you know, everybody's like, well, yeah, but you got to do cool shit. And it's like, well, how much did you apply yourself?
Yeah.
It really does come down to, much like a corporate environment.
You know, when you were getting hammered in the barracks every fucking night or off fucking around, I was at the gym. Or I was fucking at school or something.
Because you have the guys
yeah.
that went in that, you know, John is actually a really interesting example of that. Because I've heard John say,
So he's like,
go on. No, because you did have a training pipeline that was set up for you and you were supposed to go do certain things.
Yeah.
And you wanted to move. But now you kind of got fucked. Like I've heard the whole story and you kind of got boned, but you had the intention of accelerating beyond
Yeah.
and into being able to do things that your average soldier doesn't get to do.
Right.
And even in all of your prep work to get there, the level of discipline that it takes to maintain even the chance to go is just something else. And so when you run into the average that are just like, whatever, man, it's fucking, as soon as they fucking break formation, like fucking, I've got a bottle in my fucking car and that's where we're fucking starting and da-da-da-da-da. But you have the guys that are like, yeah, formation broke. And that means that they went to the gym and they got a good night's sleep and they got up and they trained and they're in the books and they're studying and they're looking at what the best thing is, or they're finding a mentor that can tell them how to fucking get there. And then all of a sudden you want to go like,
fucking nerds.
how the fuck do you get that guy?
I wish I still had that mindset now.
It's not from like, I did the bare fucking minimum when I was hammered as much as I fucking could be. And it's
yeah,
like,
right. You don't get the long tab.
that's
and
not
the cool
that guy.
shit. Yeah.
Like that is like,
Yeah.
so,
I mean, we have a special operator sitting in the audience right now who's like, you know, he'll tell you like the pipeline is real and you have to
But-
apply yourself.
honestly, the biggest thing that I think the rest of Big A Army or the Corps or whatever is the peer review system. The peer review
Yeah.
system is so
It's a game changer.
fucking powerful. And it is so much better than a bullet point or how good your NCOER was or how good your OER was or whatever. The peer review where the people that you have to go work with sit down and go like, look, he's a PT stud, but I wouldn't want him on my 6. And it's like, okay, that's kind of all
Yeah.
I fucking need to know.
Yeah. I
Like,
think he's
and-
immature. I think he's
I mean,
this or that.
How
Like,
much efficacy have you seen out of that system?
Early on or later, it has changed.
It's changed, but,
it's changed, but
it, as a general principle,
the beginning's of thick skin because you do the peer review and everything. You do your blue card, pink card. And
Yeah.
you get counseled on
and the
it,
mechanics have changed a little bit. But does peer review make a stronger team?
definitely.
Does
Yeah.
peer
Because the
review
because the
also?
honesty.
But
You have to be
knowing
able to
that
take
peer
it
review
and give it out.
exists, did you apply yourself differently, knowing that peer
Oh,
review was
completely.
there?
Oh, completely.
It's a different check system, right? So And
it's a self-correcting problem.
But when you know this isn't about just scores, it literally is what do you think of this person?
Like your personality needs to be involved in this. Like
If you could fire somebody for being a straight out shitbag, this military would be a hell of a lot smaller. But it'd be a hell of a lot more effective.
That's what the special
What's terrifying is that we're as effective as as we are.
Hey,
that's
you know what? There are a lot of shitbags out there that
Oh
I'm
my
proud
God.
to stand next
But
to.
that's why
though.
the special operations community is smaller, and the higher up in that community you get, the smaller and smaller it gets.
Sure.
And because
That's the tier system,
Yeah.
right? Like, I mean, and you're 100%. And because there is a certain mentality for each thing, you know, like,
By the way, it doesn't allow for great transition into like corporate life.
yeah, there's no peer reviews there.
it's also hard to I'm really good at sneaking up on people. Put that on a resume.
There's so much more than that, though. Like,
He's super good at sneaking up on
he's
people.
super sneaky, in case you can't tell. There's so much more than that, though. Like, a lot of the guys that I knew that did that stuff, that are part of the soft community and stuff like that, good Lord, the level of brilliance that exists over there and stuff like that. It's
dude.
just, like those rooms are just.
Look at Rob.
Yep.
It's good example, right? Jazz and I know this guy named Rob. As far as we'll go with his name. All right.
I hope you're not talking about our old producer.
No.
Oh, okay.
Definitely not that
I
Rob.
was like, there's
But
no
Rob-
way.
This Rob was a Delta Force operator.
Yeah.
All right. Like
For
fucking
14 years.
like, and he was like, I was scared to lose my spot every day because everybody is so fucking good.
Yeah.
14 years.
Like you have to
14
excel.
years on team.
In CAD.
Like the other operators going like,
in CAD.
holy
Like-
shit.
Like,
Yeah.
and he'll be the first one to tell you. Or my buddy Joey, fucking,
And by the way,
DevGru operator,
Yeah.
the
Winning-
same thing.
Winning as a lieutenant.
Like that's fucking terrifying. You know, like I mean,
Back before we went to
Yeah.
CAG selection.
Nope.
Okay.
He was bat. Got company command for 6 months. 1 LT got picked. 14 years left as an 05. Yeah.
He's got some stories.
Yeah.
Yes, he
Yes,
does.
yes, he does.
He is fun to drink with.
yes,
So-
he does. He gets a little. Let's just say OPSEC isn't a big deal once after
Yes,
a few
it
drinks.
is. The stories get vague, like very, very vague. But when you meet him as a caliber of person, especially in the real life, but he literally had to, in the real world, could only do consulting. He could only do consulting. He can't work inside of. What do you mean you're in charge of me? You're a fucking idiot, and you can't say shit like that in a boardroom. I know it doesn't do well for your career.
I'll confirm that as well.
It's
Doesn't help.
But he's one of those ones that and can absolutely be a shitbag. But because of that system and staying so long in it, we'll fucking answer for Big Dick Dirks.
Big Dick Dirks, you're on the show. What's up?
Oh shit, my bad.
Oh shit, it's Monday. Oh,
That was Monday.
not everybody gets federal holidays off there. You. What's up, buddy?
Did you see my text about the fundraiser?
No, because I'm on the show. But Jazz was like, "Oh, it's Big Dick Dirks. You should answer that."
Yeah, we got a place up in Cibolo that wants to do a chili cook-off and give all the proceeds to Hero Sports.
Outstanding. I live in Cibolo. I'm down for that.
Cool.
That's a short
check
commute.
That's a very short commute.
It's Ernie's Patio Bar.
Whoa. We're not giving free fucking advertising
Yeah,
for people.
fucking Jesus.
All
Pump
right.
your brakes, kid.
Yeah, dude, stop talking business, man. I just told you I'm on the show. Jesus.
Hey,
You're definitely a government employee. Holy fuck.
Speaking of that, he was doing the Lord's work the past couple weeks.
He's been doing the Lord's work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He strikes a solid Santa.
he does.
Yeah, Rich is a good Santa. Yeah.
yeah.
And your Santa suit is fucking solid, buddy.
It was just a jacket.
Yeah. I told people I'm the only white guy with a beard that Ray knows, so that's why I'm Santa.
No, granted, you also live in Laredo.
Yeah.
Which is,
The-
you might just be the only white guy there. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, that's a possibility.
Well, he's one of
Yeah.
4.
One of 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
25% of the population.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not allowed to have clubs, so I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
Well, it's good talking to you, Rich. Thanks for getting us fucked up.
You too. Y'all have a good night. Freedom the fuck on, everybody.
You damn right, pal.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, man. Y'all have a good one.
All right, buddy. Later.
Kanye West, ladies and gentlemen.
He has been doing the Lord's work, man.
He really has.
What a good fucking guy.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus. I only did Santa once this year.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm shittier than I used to be.
Hey, you weren't out there saving puppies and shit.
No, his libido's just not as strong as it used to be.
Well, that's fine. Well, mine are rich.
Well, you said you only did Santa once this year.
Oh, yucky. Mrs. Claus ain't fucking making it work for him. So daddy had to stand up. No. I don't know, like, because usually, like, like the last couple of years, I've been out there like every weekend, fucking doing shit, all sorts of stuff. This year, I was just like,
Yeah.
Christmas as a whole this year was just
It's weird.
like all around. Everybody I've talked to and everything was just like,
what the fuck's that? Because it felt off.
It's like I woke up and I'm like, oh, it's Christmas.
Yeah.
it just, all of it,
Okay.
it just felt hard to get excited about fucking anything because everything right now is just like,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, it's just.
Thanks, Joe Biden.
No, I think it's just like there's like there's not like an actual just like crisis going on right now. So I think everybody was just like, wait, so I can just take a second and breathe?
Yeah.
Like I don't need to like.
But also, you want me to try to enjoy this with my family?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's Anyways,
Yeah.
fucking sign us off, Mikey. I'm fucking.
Yeah.
I got nothing.
Like, share, subscribe, smash your buttons. Or whatever. Tell your mom.
Tell your friends.
Tell your fucking mom's friends. God damn it. Butthole scarves. Dave's got one.
It's the Kwanzaa gift of the year.
It is. It's the best Kwanzaa.
It is officially now that time of year.
Yes. It is, yeah.
Yep.
So, by the way,
No, it's not. It's going to be in the 70s in a couple days.
before we get out of this,
Here.
you guys familiar with cuffing season?
No.
Jazz? Cuffing season?
No, I'm married.
That doesn't mean you don't know what it is.
Okay, so I guess from what I understand, it means that now you're supposed to find a relationship.
A chubby guy that you can snuggle with.
That's not what cuffing
More
is.
specific. Like, it's like relationship. But isn't it weird that cuffing season coincides with ass eating season?
Isn't cuffing season you're just supposed to be in a relationship? Yes. Yeah, I don't think it has anything to do with chubby.
But it still coincides with ass eating season.
I think it also has to do with
Coincidence?
I think somebody convinced Mikey that it was chubby guys.
It's like, this is the year that everybody's into chubby guys.
Convince myself. Shit. That's all it was. Trying to convince myself.
I'm not gonna lie. The first time I saw it, I thought it was literally like when you're supposed to. It was like, this is when abuse happens. I was like, this is fucked up.
Like, they have a time of year for this?
Fuck. This is condoned? What the fuck?
It just coincides with the increased alcohol intake.
Apparently,
over the
cuffing
holidays.
season refers to a period of time when single people begin looking for a short-term partnership to pass the colder months of the year. So it's literally, it's cold, want to fuck?
Oh, this is one of
Like-
those northern things.
That's what I'm saying, though. It's like, oh, it's ass eating season. I need a regular type of thing.
Yeah, but I don't want to eat strange ass. I want to eat familiar ass.
That's true.
Yeah.
You don't just go sticking your tongue in
No,
random
like,
people's
no.
buttholes.
Do you want to
Like-
go pick up gum off the side of the street and eat it?
Yeah, that's
Ah,
weird.
I'm all
Yeah,
set.
nobody wants that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like,
It's like gas station Arby's. Don't eat that.
no. Well,
Oh, on
I've
that
definitely
note,
stopped at an Arby's at a gas station before. I'm just saying.
It's a little too much cheddar on this beef.
I didn't use the horsey sauce.
Maybe you should have.
Use my own horsey sauce.
Stop this truck stop that in Arby's and bath sheets.
All
It
right,
was
boys. I'm gonna
awesome.
raise my glass. Say, hey, thanks for being my freedom friend. Dick cheers and all.
I have a half a sip.
Oh, there you go.
Sharing, scaring.
That's right. Like, share, subscribe. Like I said, it's 3 little things. They're easy to do. Dave, hit him with the first one.
smoke on.
God damn it, Jazz.
Drink on.
And motherfuckers, freedom to fuck on. Later.